I just stopped by for a few minutes.
Please.
To say congratulations to you all, and we're really excited about this new suite, and I know there's great work to be done here, and so I thought I'd come by and give you one of my mayoral salutes for all the work that you continue to do, and of course for being on your board of the University of Maryland Medical Systems. You're longest serving board member, by the way. But again, always proud of the innovation and all the work that is done here at this hospital system, and so grateful for the leadership and for the partnerships that take place here. So congratulations once again.
Thank you. Dr. Santa, can you join me here?
Join us, Mr. President.
Both Dr. Santa and I are always grateful to be with the mayor and her graciousness. Oh, they want us to stand inside there.
I didn't get a chance to change my shoes, so I didn't.
Well, I didn't change mine either.
No, I'm good.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
One more.
Can I get some? Thank you. Thanks for the support.
Madam Mayor, I would be remiss if I did not make just a few comments about how much we appreciate your support. This mayor is probably the hardest working mayor that I know. Has been extremely supportive of us, the University of Maryland Medicine family, attending almost all our activities and sometimes on short notice. And we just deeply, deeply appreciate your involvement, your support, and we feel a sense of obligation to be supportive of you and your work because you're such a great partner and a good friend. So thank you very much for all that you do.
Thank you. So if you all don't mind, did you do the ribbon cutting already?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, then I'll save that.
So we're going to be short. So, oops, what happened here? So there are other folks who are here that I'd like to recognize. Ms. Carla Baker, Director of the Perinatal Programs at the Maryland Institute for Emergency Medical System. Carla?
Here.
Oh, yes. Mr. Brent Myers, longtime friend and benefactor of the Medical Center Labor Delivery Unit. We also have Dr. Lillian Blackman and family, who's here. Dr. Blackman, can you just wave? Dr. Blackman has been a friend of mine for many years, and I will only give a small joke. Dr. Blackman and I have served on a number of committees in the past, the March of Dimes, and I had known her late husband, Dr. Carlisle Crenshaw, when I was a student and I was a resident. He was quite a distinguished professor, and I look up to Dr. Crenshaw. So when I was on committee meetings with Dr. Blackman, one day we were talking, and she kept mentioning Carlisle Crenshaw in her conversation. And I said, Dr. Blackman, how do you know Carlisle? I never knew at the time. So that was my introduction to, so we very much appreciate your coming here today. Let me just make very brief remarks. This is a very special place for all of us. Most of us made our entry in the world through this facility. As an obstetrician gynecologist myself with subspecialty maternal fetal medicine, I spent a good portion of my life in a labor and delivery facility. So having one that is as beautiful and spacious and accommodating and welcoming as this facility is, it really is a testament of the institution's commitment to women and children's health. And so when you couple this facility, labor and delivery, with the relatively new neonatal intensive care unit, you really do see a very nice synergy between the upgrading of our facilities. A new labor and delivery facility is surely designed to improve the experience for both patients, that's mother and infant, while at the same time ensuring that the healthcare team has immediate access to critically important facility as well as critically important devices that are necessary for healthy delivery. We're fortunate to have a terrific team of physicians and midwives and nurses and other staff members that really make up the delivery care team. Someone who spends so much time delivering, I can appreciate how important it is to have a very well collaborative team. Many of you may or may not know that about roughly 85% of our patients here are high-risk patients, so maternal fetal medicine becomes a really important area, and we're fortunate to have a very skilled high-risk team led by Dr. Chris Harmon. So again, let me say how much I, on a personal basis and on behalf of the School of Medicine, greatly appreciate the upgrading of our facility so that our patients can have the very best care possible. One may not realize how critically important a facility is to patients. Patients make choices as to where they go, how they respond, what the experience is like based on the ambiance, the facilities. So this is true added value. Added value, it's really enhances patient satisfaction. And I just want to basically affirm our medical center leadership. Dr. Santa will be speaking momentarily, and the entire medical center leadership, where our partnership has been symbiotic and inextricably linked. But the support and the investment they have made in upgrading this facility is so very important. So let's give our medical center colleagues a round of applause for their efforts. At this time, I'm going to invite my colleague and friend, Dr. Mohan Santa, the President and CEO of the Medical Center, to come forward and make comments at this time. Dr. Santa.
Right, so on behalf of the Medical Center, obviously this is an exciting day. And while I greatly appreciate the recognition that Dean Reese provided to the leadership of the Medical Center, the truth is, while I'm sure there are lots of folks who deserve credit for the decision to drive an investment in this part of our organization, there's one person I think that actually deserves unique recognition, and I'm so glad he's here, and that's my friend Keith Persinger. Because Keith is, he's moved to the rarefied air of the corporate offices now, but he, in his role here as COO and CFO of the Medical Center, was really the driving force behind what is now a $24 million investment in this amazing space. Because Keith and I talked often about, sort of who we are as an organization. And we talk a lot, and obviously there's a lot of national recognition around a number of our signature programs, and it's often not hard to put forth the argument around the continued need for reinvestment in those high-profile programs. But to be clear, this is also a dramatically important part of who we are, and it is, one would argue, as Dean Reese quotes, the percentage of high-risk care that is delivered here puts us on par in this program with every other part of our organization. And so the opportunity to invest in resources that actually now I hope that the staff and our faculty who will be providing clinical care can take the equivalent level of pride in our facilities as they do in each other. Anytime we can match our physical resources with the incredible talents of our workforce, our faculty, then we as leaders in the organization believe we've served our responsibilities well. To the mayor, and most importantly, my hope is to the citizens of our community. They see this as a very value-based decision in terms of our commitment to our community. Because while we love, obviously, the national recognition that we get for many of our programs, we never want to at all turn our backs or forget our foundational commitment to who we are as an anchor institution in the city of Baltimore. And it looks at, when you think about the patients that we serve in this part of our organization, I think we take great pride in the fact that while, yes, we get some of the most complex healthcare sent to us in this program, we also very clearly serve the needs of our community members and our citizens here in West Baltimore. And so for us, this is a phenomenal representation of who we are as an organization. I would be remiss if I stepped away from the mic without recognizing that this would not have been possible without the incredible philanthropy of some of the folks that the Dean has recognized, but also a critical partner in much of what we do, which is the state of Maryland and the city of Baltimore. Because again, the ability to make these decisions comes with the partnerships and the resources that come. And so again, on behalf of our organization, I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for coming out. And most importantly, I want to just step away with a very specific message to our staff and our faculty. And that is, thank you for having faith in us. Thank you for having the tolerance to believe that we were going to stand behind the commitments that we made, even if the time, I'm sure, it took longer than anybody would have wanted. You know, my hope is that you walk around today, see the investment, see this facility, and take a great sense of pride in who we are as the University of Maryland Medical Center and School of Medicine. So with that, thank you, and I'm going to ask Dr. Chris Harmon, Chairman of the Department of OBGYN, to come up and make a few remarks. Dr. Harmon.
So, I have 3 grandchildren, and each one has been a miracle. This is like number 4. Just to emphasize a few points. Mr. Myers has been a leader in the effort to support the development and the refinement of the design of this brand new labor floor. Many of the aesthetics are due completely to his contribution, so I'd like to recognize Brent Myers again. Thank you. Not only did the Crenshaw family contribute significantly to the philanthropic effort, but Dr. Blackman taught me a lot of things about newborn babies. I still remember those and practice them every day. Even though I'm an obstetrician, I still see myself carrying on the care of those newborns, and that's able to happen in the most beautiful and refined intensive care nursery just 2 floors directly below us. And I think now we're a fitting partner to that design with our fabulous new facility. So thank you very much, Dr. Blackman. And I will echo Dr. Santa's hope by saying outright, this construction, this effort, this massive devotion of resources is a statement. It's a statement to the staff and faculty that work in the delivery unit. It's a statement to the over 400 women who come mostly by helicopter from across the state and outside the state for the specialized maternity care. It's a statement to those who persevered in the antiquated, sometimes falling apart places that Keith and his partner Alison Brown rescued us from. It's a statement to the women of West Baltimore, is you don't have to go to the suburbs to get a quality experience. A quality healthcare experience has always been acknowledged. The staff works great, even in the falling apart part of this building that was built in the 60s. However, you have no idea, those of you who aren't going to actually work in this unit, how much it contributes to your sense of value. My institution values me. My institution respects me. And that's a profound statement that's going to influence the care. It's going to influence how patients come in here when they look at this place and they say, wow, I'm having a baby in a place, in an actual place, not in a hallway, not in a tumble-down old hospital place, but in a delivery unit. This is going to make such a difference to all of us. I threatened this, but I'm seriously considering getting back into the operating room just for the experience. So, Madam Mayor, thank you very much for coming and joining in our celebration. I can only tell all of you, this is going to be such a fantastic place to work. It's just really, really tremendous for all the staff and students and residents and the doctors, old and young, to work in. It's going to be great. So thank you again, sir.
We have a family here that's excited to tell their story. So if you would please introduce yourselves.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, Madam Mayor, Dr. Santa, Dr. Harmon. Standing before you are three really grateful patients. And standing at the back of the room are 6 beautiful miracles, 5 of whom were born in the old. I've got to say, we were all considering having one more just to be here. My name is Raimi Gomes. I'm the middle of 3 girls.
Annika Neverowski, the youngest.
And I'm Maya DeBall, the eldest.
As I mentioned, we have 6 children between us, 5 of whom were born here, and we are some of the people who came actually from the county into the city. Based on our pregnancies, we felt like University of Maryland was the best place for us to deliver. We've logged close to 200 hours in labor. We've had 3 C-sections, 2 vaginal births, 1 version, 2 transverse, multiple birth, high risk, you name it. Our families have sat in that small waiting room, waiting for the miracles to arrive. As we see this space today, we feel so grateful that our children have arrived safely, but we feel even more grateful for the opportunity this is creating for the children to come. Baltimore is such a great city. The care of the staff here gives them an unparalleled start. We feel grateful for our happy and healthy children, and we feel excited for the promise of what's to come. Again, thank you. We can't thank you enough. The gift of motherhood, well, it's inexplicable. If you are a mom, you know. And the gift that you all have given us as care providers, the nurses, the doctors, Dr. Blanchard safely delivered 2 of my children, is standing here today. We're just so grateful for the start we've had. We're grateful for the care we've received. And we're so excited for you guys. It's a long time coming, and we can't wait to see the next chapter.
Hey, everybody,